What's going on, you guys? It's Nacho with a brand new video, and in today's video we are going to continue the series of modding the Yamaha R9. I was able to get my hands on a quick turn throttle tube for the R9, and that's exactly what we're going to be installing in today's video. What this essentially does is reduces throttle rotation from 15 to 20%. It'll be very convenient for whenever you plan on going full throttle. And it'll also save your wrist from getting any strain, whether that be from back-to-back pulls or long rides in general. The OEM throttle tube does strain my wrist at times, so I'm super excited to put this onto the bike. Also, if you guys haven't already seen in yesterday's video, I went ahead and picked up a 2019 Honda Grom with just a little over 1,000 miles. With that being said, I'm going to be doing a separate series on this Honda Grom, essentially modding it out and learning how to wheelie on it. I already went ahead and ordered a whole bunch of things for the bike. I got some shorty levers, grips, handlebars that just came in today. Flush turn signals are gonna be coming in this week. I'm gonna be getting rid of these mirrors, oil change, sprockets, and I even got a crash cage coming in, so make sure you guys stay tuned for my future YouTube videos. Give me just a couple months and I promise you I'll be able to get that front wheel up, and hopefully one day I'll be able to transfer my skills over to the R9. But yeah, you guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and get to this quick and easy $40 mod. I'm not sure if I mentioned this already, but I got it from TST Industries. Make sure you guys use code NACHO for percentage off your order. Let's get to it. Before we get started, I actually forgot one thing, and that is you can never go wrong with one of these. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, guys, so the first thing we're gonna do is getting rid of this bar end right here. You're gonna do that by getting a 5mm. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick. There we go. Go ahead and place this off to the side. Now, if you plan on reusing your OEM grips, go ahead and watch this step here. But if you plan on buying aftermarket grips, you can skip this step. So the way I remove my OEM grips, I go ahead and grab a bottle of WD-40. Get yourself any kind of tool that'll fit in there. All you gotta do is literally just move it around in there.
What do you mean by that?
Grab your WD-40 and spray a little bit. You'll see it oozing out, and it should pretty much come out like butter. Now just go ahead and remove the excess adhesive. That was kind of sus, my bad. All right, guys, next you're gonna go ahead and take off the bottom screw right here. As soon as you take that bottom screw out, this plastic piece will come out pretty easy. Then you're gonna wanna take off 3 more screws, that being 1, that being 2, kind of hiding under the lever. And there's gonna be one last one that's really hidden in there. It's kind of hard to see on the camera, but make sure you don't miss that one. Now for that last screw in there, you won't be able to use a small screwdriver, so make sure you get a long one. Pause. As soon as you unscrew it, this housing should be able to come apart. All right, y'all, so on the back side of the housing, there's gonna be a little zip tie. The zip tie is gonna be holding in 2 cables. Go ahead and snap this and the cables will come out really easy. Now what you wanna do is go ahead and turn this piece up. You're gonna go ahead and see there's 2 connectors. Just go ahead and take those out. All right, so that's one, and that's the second one. And now you're gonna be able to pull the entire compartment out. And that is literally it. Just go ahead and take the housing apart. Just go ahead and pull off the top. You can go ahead and take the OEM throttle tube out. You're gonna notice there's only one correct way to put it inside. That little U is gonna go in just like this. Now this is the aftermarket one. Go ahead and put it in. No diddy. There we go. We got the aftermarket. Oh my God, bro. This shit cannot focus for its life. There we go. We got the aftermarket one in. Yo. I'm a There we go. Now that we got the aftermarket one in, you're pretty much just gonna repeat all the steps I did in reverse, and you should be good to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the exact same steps in reverse. All right, y'all, so after putting in those 2 connectors in the rear, you don't necessarily have to, but I zip tied them back up so that they fit exactly flush. Oh yeah, I could already tell a huge difference. I'm gonna go ahead and put in all the screws again, so give me 1 second. That last butt crack one's a little pain in the ass, but with a little bit of patience, you'll be able to get it. After you plug in those connectors, the 3 screws, go ahead and grab your plastic piece along with that screw, connect it to the bottom, and you should be all set. All right, guys, so after you put in that last bottom screw here, you're pretty much all done. Just make sure everything clicks back like normal. And as you can see, it does. I can already tell a huge difference between the OEM one versus the aftermarket one. This is now the new throttle turn, which is a pretty big difference. As you guys can see, I'm turning literally only a quarter and it's already full throttle. I remember doing this exact mod on my old R3. I switched it out with the R6 throttle tube, and that difference you can tell night and day. So now all that's really left is putting in the grips. Like I mentioned before, you could either put the OEM grips on or your aftermarket ones, whichever one you prefer. One thing I do want to mention with this aftermarket throttle tube, you're gonna notice if you're using the OEM grips, there's gonna be a little bit of excess here. Feel free to cut that down and sand it. But if you're planning on getting aftermarket grips such as Domino, they typically come a little bit longer, so feel free to leave this excess here. or you can cut it down to your desired length. In my case, I'm gonna reuse the OEM ones. It might sound a little weird, but go ahead and get a little bit of hairspray, spray it down here and in the inside of this, slip this bad boy on and it won't go anywhere. I'm gonna go ahead and grab some hairspray and I'll be right back. All right, so before I put the grip on, I went ahead and cut the excess and sanded it down. And now I'm ready to put on the bar end, so I'll be back in a moment. My boy that also has an R9 is currently on the way so that we could compare the OEM throttle tube versus the aftermarket TST one. So I'll pick up the video as soon as he gets here. Alright y'all, so it's currently the next day. Sadly, last night I didn't have any time to ride the R9, but I do have a little bit of time today, so we're gonna go on a ride, and while we're at it, we're gonna go to the DMV and do the title transfer on the Grom. You already know I gotta set up the Insta360 camera in the rear. Make sure you guys use code Nacho when checking out the Insta360 website, and you will get yourself a completely free mic air for a limited time. In almost every single one of my videos, at least one person asks where I place the mic. This is exactly where I place it. It's all magnetic. Literally clip it on wherever you want. It will not fall off. Go 200 miles an hour if you like. Oh yeah, we definitely need to get some gas. Oh, yo, hold on. Oh yeah, I'm tripping. Oh yeah, this is it. This is absolutely it. Holy fuck. What the? I don't know about you guys, but I absolutely hate any kind of slack when it comes to my throttle. There is zero slack when it comes to this throttle, and I absolutely love it. All I do is a quarter turn and you're full throttle. Now that is some... I'm on lift mode 3 and that front wheel came up easy. I honestly did not expect this much of a difference. I still kind of have to get used to it because I'm giving it a little too much gas when I'm letting off first. But give me about a day and I'll get used to it. Yo, I am not used to this. Oh my god, dude. I hope you guys know what I mean when I say I hate slack on my throttle. Whenever I had my old bike, which was the R3, I swapped out the OEM throttle tube to the R6 throttle tube. I admit there was a pretty big difference, but nowhere near as much as this here. I promise you, you will feel a difference if you have an R9 and you do this swap. If you do this swap and you don't feel a difference, I will personally send you $5. No, I won't. It's currently 4:27. I don't know if it's too late to make it to the DMV because they close in 30 minutes. And it's about a 10-minute ride, so... Let's go! Oh my god. I gotta get used to this throttle tube because whenever I rev match, I give it too much gas because I'm so used to the OEM one. But since this one is so much shorter, you don't have to give it as much gas. Or, sorry, as much throttle rotation. Let's get out of here. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is by far my favorite mod on the bike. $40. $40. I forgot the police station is literally right next to the DMV. There's like a million cops in this area, so let's just play it cool. Hopefully they take me in. I don't see why they wouldn't. I mean, it's a bird. I am genuinely very impressed with that throttle tube. And here it is. We got the ground title. Hopefully the next clip is me coming out with it being transferred. I'll be right back. All right, y'all. And about 30 minutes later, we went in. Yo, I thought my bike was stolen. I don't know if you guys do the same, but I usually go to the DMV 30 minutes to an hour before they close. That way you can skip that big ass line in the morning. Start this bad boy up. The next YouTube video I post is gonna be the shorty levers, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that video. But that's pretty much it for today's video. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment down below if you have any questions. Follow on my socials, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace!